All right, so today we're going to dive into a pretty wild claim that's been making the rounds. It's this idea that you can make some serious cash on YouTube just by, well, copying and pasting content. We're talking no camera, no microphone, just a clever little process. But does it actually work? Is this a real path to success? Let's break it down.
So it all kicks off with this quote from the original video. Just pick from YouTube and upload to YouTube. It's just copy-paste work. I mean, wow. The idea is just shockingly simple, right? You find stuff on YouTube, tweak it a little, and then just throw it back up on your own channel. It's pitched as this super easy way to get monetized. But you gotta wonder, does a trick like this even fly with YouTube's rules?
And, this is why it's so tempting. The creator claims you can do all of this without ever showing your face, without using your own voice, and, this is the big one, without getting hit by copyright strikes. I mean, for anyone who's a little camera shy or doesn't want to be on a mic, this sounds like a dream come true. And avoiding those copyright strikes, that's huge, because those can totally tank your channel. Okay, so before we jump into the how-to part of all this, the creator first wants to show us some proof. He points to a couple of channels that are supposedly already using this exact method to rack up views, get subscribers, and, you guessed it, make some money.
And here's the so-called evidence. Take a look at these numbers. We've got two channels here. Channel A has just under 9,000 subscribers, but it's supposedly pulling in over $500 a month. Then there's Channel B with 70,000 subscribers, and it's supposedly making $1,000 a month. So the argument here is that this isn't just a theory. It's a profitable strategy that's already working for people.
All right, so you're probably wondering, how do you actually do this? Well, the whole thing starts with the background of your video. Step one is all about finding a good background image to build everything on. And honestly, the process is pretty simple. First, you just open up the Pinterest app. Then, you search for a very specific phrase, Islamic template background. From there, you just scroll through, pick an image you like the look of, and download it straight to your phone. That's it. 4 easy steps, and you've got your starting point.
Okay, so you've got the image downloaded, but you can't just slap it into a video. The next step is all about getting that picture prepped and sized correctly for YouTube. The tool for the job here is a mobile app called InShot. You just open it up, bring in the background image you downloaded, and then you'll see an option to set the canvas size. You pick the YouTube standard, which is 16 by 9. After that, you just move the image around till it looks right and save it. Super simple, and this makes sure your background fits perfectly on the screen, with no weird black bars or stretching.
Now pay attention, because this next step is supposedly the secret sauce. This is what takes your video from looking fine to looking like something that could actually go viral. It's all about boosting the image quality.
So how do you do that? Well, the method uses something called an AI image upscaler. Basically, it's a tool that uses artificial intelligence to look at your picture and smartly add more detail. It makes the image way sharper, much clearer, and gives it a higher resolution than that original file you got from Pinterest. And using it is, again, really simple. You just go to a specific website that has this tool, you upload that background image you just prepped in InShot, you hit a button to let the AI do its thing, and then you download the new and improved super high-quality version of your background. And you can really see the difference here, right? The before image, it's fine on a little phone screen, I guess, but if you watch it on a big monitor or a TV, it's going to look all blurry and pixelated. The after image, though, it's sharp, it's clear, it looks professional. And that's the whole point, to give your video a polished feel so it can actually compete out there. Okay, so we've got our fancy, high-quality background ready to go, but what about the main part of the video? The actual content. Well, this is where the copy part of copy-paste really kicks in. And the instructions here are super specific. The creator says, go to YouTube, search for the official channel of Mufti Tariq Masood. Once you're on his channel, you just look through his speeches, find a clip that you like, and then you download it. You download that video from YouTube right onto your phone. But wait a second, here's a really important little detail. The person who made this tutorial is very clear. He can't actually show you how to download the YouTube video. Why? Because it's totally against YouTube's rules, and he doesn't want to get his own channel in trouble. So he kind of just says, and then get the video into your phone's gallery, and leaves it at that. All right, so now we have our two main pieces, that nice enhanced background and the video clip we acquired. The last step is to put them all together in the video editor and make our final video. So we're back in the InShot app, and it's time to assemble everything. You bring in your background image and the video clip. Then you use this really cool feature called Cutout. It's basically an AI tool that magically removes the original background of the video, so you're just left with the person speaking. You then layer that person on top of your own custom background, maybe play with the colors and filters a little, bump up the playback speed just a tiny bit, and then export the whole thing in high quality. Done.
So what happened when he uploaded it? Well, according to the creator, after he made a video using this exact process, he got 0 copyright issues. No claims, no strikes, nothing. And this is held up as the final proof that, hey, this whole system actually works. But then, after showing this whole method that feels like a shortcut, the creator ends his video with this piece of advice. He says, if you want to succeed on YouTube and earn dollars, then consistent hard work is a condition. Which is kind of interesting, right? It feels a little contradictory after just explaining a copy-paste method. So that really leaves us with a big question, doesn't it? With all these AI tools and just a sea of content out there, is a copy-paste method like this the future of making stuff online, or is it just a shortcut that ultimately leads nowhere? And what about that hard work he mentioned? Does he just mean doing this copy-paste process over and over and over again? It's definitely something to chew on as the whole world of content creation keeps changing.